Good morning, children. Welcome to the biozoology class. Today we are going to continue with Unit 3, Chapter 7, Human Health and Diseases. Under that category, we are going to study about the protozoan diseases. Let us pass on to the protozoan diseases. So there are nearly 15 genera of protozoans that live as parasites within the human body and cause diseases. So what are these protozoans? These protozoans are the unicellular microscopic organisms like amoeba, plasmodium, euglena, chlamydomonas. Clear? So likewise there are nearly 15 genera which are responsible for causing diseases. They live as the parasites and they cause diseases in the human beings. First disease, let us look into amoebiasis. Amoebiasis is also called as amoebic dysentery or amoebic colitis, and it is caused by Entamoeba histolytica. So this amoeba, called as the Entamoeba histolytica, it lives in the human large intestine and feeds on the food particles and bacteria. So you can see here the mature cyst that enters into the mouth through the contaminated food and water. It moves into the intestine and it lives inside the intestine and feeds on the food particles and the bacteria which are present in our intestine, and it survives as a parasite. The infective stage of this parasite is called to be the trophozoite, which penetrates the wall of the host intestine, the large intestine that is called as the colon. It secretes histolytic enzymes. These histolytic enzymes cause ulceration. It causes ulcers resulting in bleeding as well as abdominal pain. And whenever we pass stools refers to the motion or the fecal matter. It consists of excess of mucus. Now the trophozoite, this is the trophozoite, which is the infective stage of this Entamoeba histolytica. What are the symptoms? The symptoms of amoebiasis can range from diarrhea to dysentery. So already we know whenever we have some problem in the intestine, it results in the diarrhea and dysentery, and here the mucus as well as the blood is also seen in the stool or the fecal matter. And how is this disease transmitted? The housefly is called as the Musca domestica. They act as a carriers for transmitting the parasite from the contaminated feces and water. Clear? So how do you get this disease transmitted? It is the housefly that carries the parasite from the feces and into the food material and the water where they hover around, sit and feed on, which is transmitted to us through them. The next protozoan disease is African sleeping sickness. The African sleeping sickness is caused by Trypanosoma species. Trypanosoma is generally transmitted by a blood-sucking testis fly. Is that clear for you? The testis fly is the one which is responsible for transmitting the parasite called as a Trypanosoma. And there are 3 species of the Trypanosoma that causes the sleeping sickness in man. First one, the Trypanosoma gambians. It is transmitted by Glossina palpalis testis fly, and it causes Gambian or Central African sleeping sickness. So what kind of sleeping sickness it causes? Central African sleeping sickness. So this is the Trypanosoma gambians responsible for causing Central African sleeping sickness. The next one is the Trypanosoma rhodesiensis. It is transmitted by Glossina morsitans, causing Rhodesian or the East African sleeping sickness. So here is the Rhodesiensis, which is responsible for causing the East African sleeping sickness. And here is the carrier called as the Glossina morsitin. This is Glossina morsitin, which is responsible for carrying the parasite, the Trypanosoma rhodesiensis, and cause the East African sleeping sickness. The third one is the Trypanosoma cruzi. It is transmitted by a bug called as the Triatoma magista. Now here is the bug called as the Triatoma magista that causes the Chagas or the American trypanosomiasis. Is that clear? So this is also responsible for causing the American sleeping sickness. It's a bug. It's not a fly. It's an insect which carries the Trypanosoma cruzi. Is that clear, children? The next protozoan disease is the Kala Azar. The Kala Azar or the visceral leishmaniasis is caused by Leishmania donovani, which is transmitted by a vector Phlebotomus, a sand fly. Is that clear for you? Phlebotomus is a sand fly which is responsible for transmitting the disease called as a Kala Azar. The infection may occur on the endothelial cells. So most of the endothelial cells are getting affected. The bone marrow can be getting affected. The liver, the lymph glands and the blood vessels of the spleen also can be affected. And what may be the symptoms? The symptoms may be the constant weight loss, anemia, fever, enlargement of the spleen and the liver. And here you can see a patient suffering from the disease called as the leishmaniasis, and where the child is having enlargement of the liver and the spleen. As a result, the abdomen has blown up. Clear? And the man is showing the presence of the skin disorder. Clear? Which is affecting the endothelial cells. What is affecting the endothelial cells? The infection is affecting the endothelial cells. So as a result, he is having some kind of some pustules on the face. The next disease is called to be the malaria. The malaria is caused by different types of Plasmodium species. Got it? So what causes malaria? Malaria is caused by a protozoan called as a Plasmodium, and there are 4 species of Plasmodium. They are the Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium malariae. So what are those 4 different types of species? The Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium malariae. Now among these, the Plasmodium falciparum is considered to be fatal. Now Plasmodium lives inside the RBC of the human in its mature condition, and the mature Plasmodium is called as a trophozoite. It lives inside the RBC. Got it? So here you can see the mosquito injecting the sporozoite, infective form of the Plasmodium, which enters into the liver, and finally it is reaching inside the blood. So where does a mature Plasmodium live? It lives inside the blood. And how is it transmitted? It is transmitted from one person to another by the bite of the infected female Anopheles mosquito. So who is responsible to transmit the disease? The female Anopheles mosquito is responsible for transmitting the disease. So here is a female Anopheles mosquito. So it is transmitting the disease when it bites an infected person. From infected person, it carries the infected blood and introduces it into a healthy individual. Clear? So it is acting as a carrier or a transmitter. So malaria is caused by Plasmodium protozoan, which is carried by a mosquito called as a female Anopheles mosquito, and that is responsible for transmitting the disease. Is that clear, children?